What's up, guys? Chris Teresi here, professional sports bettor, founder of WeCoverSpreads.com. We're going to start off the video today with the free pick. It's going to be a two-team, 6-point teaser. We're going to take the Bengals down to a pick 'em or -1 now. I sent this out. I bet this a few days ago when they were -6, but you could basically take them down to -1. So what that's doing, we're crossing 7, crossing the key number 6, the key number 4, and the key number 3. So we're crossing 4 key numbers right now with that. So that's doesn't get much better than that. So we're gonna hit the Bengals up, and then we're gonna also throw the Jets in it. And the Jets are 3, 2.5 anywhere you look. I got it at 3 a couple days ago, so that brings them up to 9, or you're getting them up to 8.5. But either way, you're doing everything right because you're crossing the key number 3, you're crossing 4, you're crossing 6, you're crossing 7, crossing 4 key numbers. So crossing 8 key numbers with our teaser, it looks solid as a rock to me. I think that one should cash out. Kind of just talk about the market on each game. I'm gonna run through each game real quick. Cincinnati, St. Louis. Um, it's Cincinnati money. You're not seeing much buyback on St. Louis right now. Here locally, there's an adjusted vig to take the Rams at +7. Um, I'm looking offshore. I'm seeing eights even at some square shops. But most part you're getting sevens up there. But it's pretty much Bengals or nothing, especially with Bradford out. Miami, Buffalo. Starting to get some sharp money coming in on Miami in the morning on that one. Washington Giants. That game there at 7. We saw a lot of sharp money come in on Washington. Here in New York at the sharper shops, it's adjusted to 6. At 6 right now, we're not at 5.5. At 5.5, that number did not stick. Guys took the Giants or whatever at 5.5. That number didn't stick. So it's at 6. It's at 6 now with adjusted -115 vig to bet Washington. Tennessee, Indianapolis is a dead game, not getting much movement on the side. Seattle, Chicago. We've seen a little bit of move on Seattle as it got off of 4 and we're down to 3.5 here in New York with that. Um, Green Bay, Kansas City. There was Kansas City move with earlier in the week a little bit at 14. Sharps just took the key number 14. Then when the people found out Orton was starting today, you've seen an adjustment. Books made an adjustment, giving Orton a couple of points. That wasn't like Sharps pounding Kansas City. That was them just basically giving Orton a couple of points of value there. So over Palco, books feel he's about 2 points better than Palco. So that wasn't really a sharp move on the Kansas City game when you seen that line adjust. Carolina, Houston. Carolina's definitely seeing some sharp money. I would look at Carolina if I was to bet Carolina too. I would look at Carolina first half in that game. They blow a lot of leads too, but that'd be like a freebie lean out there. Look at Carolina first half. New Orleans, Minnesota. That went up to 9 because books didn't want New Orleans in teasers. They had them at 7, and you basically take them down to pick them across the 4 key numbers like we did with the Bengals. But what they did, they adjusted them to 9, so that way at least you can't across the key number 3. That's why you've seen it go up to 9. But at 9, Sharps came in and bought back on Minnesota and drove this down to 7. But at 7, we're starting to see 7.5s and 8s pop up at certain shops right now as there's a lot of public money coming in on New Orleans. So I don't know if the 7s will really stick around. Detroit, Oakland. Basically, Oakland opened as a favorite in this game. Now here in New York, we're still at 2.5, but I know everywhere else a lot of books are still at 3 with that game, but we're still at 2.5 out here. So that's pretty much how the Detroit Oakland game is breaking down. We're you know at 2.5 while everybody else is at 3. So we haven't hit the key number here. There hasn't been enough Detroit money to hit that key number in that game. Cleveland, Arizona at 7. Guys took the key number at 7, so it's down to 6.5. But that's all that was. It's basically a numbers game. So they took the 7 and nothing else really happened with the side on that one. Jets Philly. A lot of books are getting Jets money down to 2.5. What I'm noticing here in New York, we're still at 3, and that says a lot because we're getting sharp money on the Jets. We're getting a lot of public money on the Jets, and that thing is not moving to 2.5. That says a lot to me. So what that's saying to me is books aren't really that scared to take Jets money. Maybe the books know something we don't locally here. I don't know. Maybe they're not scared to move off for 3, and they're taking a ton, way more Jets money, so they're not moving off for 3. But I still throw them in the teaser because I don't think they lose that game by more than 9 points. They should keep it within a touchdown. If they lose, it'd be a close game. New England, Denver. That was a game there, opened really low at 4. Got throttled with sharp money on New England. Books, it was at 7, then Books did the same thing with the New Orleans game. They adjusted up to 9 to kind of take them out of that teaser window. And what happened at 9, we seen the sharp money come back in on Denver, moving that back down to 7. And right now Denver's, there's juice. You gotta lay about -120 to bet Denver here in New York right now. On that game. Baltimore, San Diego, the night game, sharp money coming in on San Diego. San Diego's holding firm at +1. It went up earlier to +2.5 or +3, and that evaporated almost immediately. And San Diego's definitely seen some sharp money in that late game, and that's pretty much your Sunday breakdown as far as sides go. Um, Let me just see real quick with totals if there's anything really big to talk about that I got here on my paper. Really, the only, we've seen Carolina, Houston get a little bit of under money. Seattle, Chicago saw under money. I agree with that one. That's a good move there. Um, we've seen Giants, Redskins a little bit of over money. Um, and you see New England, Denver definitely get some over money. There's good weather out there today, so that up in Mile High, maybe a shootout. Detroit, Oakland saw a little bit of under money at anything at 48 and higher. New Orleans, Minnesota, a lot of over money. A lot of guys thinking that should be a shootout. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Baltimore, San Diego's kind of like dipped down a half a point, so that's it. That wraps up the video. Alright guys, I wish you all best of luck today. Hope you all make some money. Premium cards up for sale on the site. You can pick that up. Got all types of plays going in there. So that's how we're rocking and rolling with it today.